Why, I'm your Huckleberry. Hi everyone, it's Mark here again, Space Cowboy, and welcome to my favourite video. It's a pickups video, and I've gone slightly mad this month. I think this is the most amount of games I've ever picked up in 1 month, and I've still got about 5 or 6 deliveries outstanding. So make sure you're sitting comfortably, fetch yourselves a drink. I have. Cheers, Mr. ZX Tetley. This is just a nice little session ale, good old tribute. Nice pale ale from St Austell. Now, as you'll see, I'm wearing a poncho. I had this poncho a long while and it just rolled up in the corner and I thought, it's cold. Why am I not wearing it? So yes, put this on, put my little scarf thing on, the hat. I know I still need a proper cowboy hat. But anyway, I know I look ridiculous, but I am warm. And yes, so I've got some explaining to do first off. I have said before that I wouldn't keep chopping and changing and trading stuff in. And you can see there's quite a big gap behind me. You can see this shelf here. There's not many Switch games there. So, here we go. Nothing wrong with the older Switch. But I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I'm not into handheld gaming. And yes, I don't like the way, I never have liked the way that the standard games display on the bookcase. Obviously they're smaller, they're just uniform red spines, hard to decipher one game from the next. These collector's editions look far better, but for the most part I don't want to always buy collector's editions. So I buy the standard editions, but they just irritate me, in all honesty. So, bearing in mind, I've been messing around with HDMI switch boxes and splitters. I'm aware I'm introducing input lag. So I figured, well, if I want to play shmups, and of course I do, I want to play them at the best possible way that I can. I don't want extra input lag. I want the best resolution, the best performance. So I decided to go ahead and pick up a PS5. I was thinking of a PS4 and I've had one in the past, and I did get a bit troubled about the overlapping library, but I figured, well, I'm just being daft. Let's just buy the shmups on the PS5 and be done with it. So my ambition now is to buy every single shooter on the PS5 and play it in the best way possible with the less amount of input lag and everything else. The benefit of the PS5 is it's backwards compatible, as you all know, with the PS4, which means I can then finally complete the M2 shot triggers library. It's all very well having a Nintendo Switch, and I'm keeping the Switch, don't worry. Obviously I've got the Super Deluxe games right up there, I'm not moving those on. But I needed a PS4 to be able to play Dangan Feveron. I also wanted to play Ketsui. Now I've moved my Xbox 360 on. So I certainly needed a PS4, and it made sense just to jump to the PS5 and be done with it. And the thing that tipped me over the edge, because, well, not me over the edge literally, but the thing that tipped the balance, let's say, was the fact I am now seeing PS5 exclusive shmups. So I thought, well, it's now or never. And the game, I think it's called Birdcage. It's available for pre-order through Play Asia or East Asia Soft, and it's sort of a throwback to Treasure's Radiant Silvergun. And I looked at that and I thought, it's only on the PS5. So for me moving forward, I thought, right, let's get the PS5, let's cut to the chase, let's get every single shmup there is on the PS5. If it's not on the PS5, I get it on the PS4, and if it's not on either of those, then I'll get it on the Switch. So I'm in the process of migrating most of my Switch shmups to the PlayStation's equivalent, which sounds completely daft and mad, I know. I can already hear some of you and mates of mine shouting at me. But it's okay, it's okay. And I know I'm going to feel better about it, and they're going to display a lot better. So there'll be less red. Red is not my colour. Blue is the colour. So I struggle with red. So we'll move these up, and then we'll have all the M2 shot triggers on the PlayStation 4, and then all the PlayStation 5 shooters. So that's why the shelf behind me looks a bit bare, and that's why it looks like I'm just buying games continuously, because I've been selling a lot of stuff on eBay and generating quite a bit of money, it's fair to say. So that's my disclaimer over. That's my confession made. Right, before we get into games, we're going to start with some Doctor Who. As you'll be aware, I'm going for a full set of the original series. I think I'm over 2/3 of the way there, and recently I've started picking up those that were completely lost and have been reimagined in animation. So the first one we've got is Doctor Who, The Power of the Daleks. I should also say I brought the camera a bit closer, so I haven't tested it, so I hope that's not too close for you, but I felt too far away in the past, and the thing is, if I'm showing you something you just couldn't see it. So Doctor Who and the Power of the Daleks, followed by the Macra Terror and the Faceless Ones. I think these are all Patrick Troughton. Yes, they are. So I've got those. Put those there. I'd say that I don't think we're going to get everything on that shelf. Then I picked up a couple of John Pertwee, The Ambassadors of Death. Death to the Daleks. And then the one I was missing was, I should know this, Spearhead from Space. So I've already got the Terror of the Autons, but I needed the first one, Spearhead from Space. So anyway, it was the same amount of money to pick it up in this little box set, Mannequin Mania. So that now means I've got all the John Pertwee DVDs or episodes. He's currently, well, I always thought he was my favourite Doctor, but as I've said, because I'm watching William Hartnell at the moment, I think he's my favourite at the moment, and then we'll go from there. So I think that means I've only got three more animated DVDs to pick up, and they're all Patrick Troughton ones as well, and then I should be there. And that means I've got the first 3 Doctors complete. I'm then going to work backwards and pick up Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy and Peter Davison, and then I can just concentrate on Tom Baker. So I think I need about 19 of his. It's quite a number, but we're definitely getting there. Moving on to some Blu-rays now. One subset I have now completed is the Ray Harry Harrison set. So Mr. ZX Tetley, I think I got there before you, because I don't think you have this, do you, buddy? The Valley of the Gwangai. Now, Tetley did message me because I let him know that I had it. He tells me this is, you can see there, dinosaurs and cowboys. I had no idea. So this has to go top of my watch list. Dinosaurs and cowboys. Next up, this is a recent recommendation, talking to Lee Nerdy Geezer, talking about some movies and stuff, and he told me about this Dolph Lundgren movie, Dark Angel, which I'd never heard of, let alone seen. So, yeah, got that there as well. And then Westerns. So, I need to get picking up Westerns. It's all very well picking Doctor Who's up, but good God, I don't know how many Westerns there are out there. There's loads. I've got loads in my watch list. One I picked up that was recommended on one of these top 10 or hidden gems or spaghetti westerns from the channel Just Westerns on YouTube was this one. Is it Seraphim Falls? I'm probably butchering the name of it. Little steel book there. Pierce Brosnan and Liam Neeson. So a more modern western, I would think. So yeah, we'll give that a look at some point. Now, before we get into games, got a couple of peripherals. I think that's the word. So thanks to, again, ZX Tetley He's going to start chucking me some money. I keep shouting his name out every 5 minutes. So he put me onto this, which is a joystick adapter for my ZX Spectrum. So just got to get a joystick now. This will get over the headache of the Sinclair and Kempston interface. So put that there. And then in terms of the Mega Drive, because I fairly recently picked up that second PAL Mega Drive, I needed a controller for it. So, and I like to have wireless controllers where I can, so I just picked up the 8-button arcade pad here. Is it retro bit? Yeah, it is retro bit. 6-button. And what I like about it is it's got both the original connection and a USB. So you can use it on more modern systems. And I went for red because, well, I know I said red wasn't my colour, but my Asian Mega Drive is red, and I plan to get a Japanese Mega Drive which will be red, and it just kind of fit with that. I know, don't ask. I'm not going to go in there. Yeah, so speaking of the Mega Drive, I need to decide which way to go. I don't mean in terms of what format to collect, because I since understand now that you can play, for the most part, you can play PAL games at 60 Hz on a modded console. There's only a handful of games that aren't optimized for it. So I just need to decide whether I'm going to get a modded Mega Drive or just buy a standalone Japanese one. It probably makes more sense to get a modded one, because if not, I'm going to have another set of leads. I'm going to have to get another SCART lead. But we shall see. I'll probably just buy a modded console and keep the ones I've got as spares. I mean, they're in mint condition, so they display nice. So, anyway. Oh, before we get into Mega Drive games, I did pick up this the other week. Indie Heroes 3, for the sole purpose of playing Donut Dodo, which on the bar top is fantastic. So pleased to get that. I'm still to pick up the Tower Plan arcade carts. The thing is, I feel I'm almost drowning in Tower Plan. I mean, funnily enough, I haven't at the moment because I've just sold my Tower Plan collections on the Switch. But that's because I'm about to get them on the PS5. But in addition to that, there's separate remasters and all sorts, and now I get them on the Evercade as well at some point. I think, well, you know, how many versions of one game do I need? So, a colleague of mine at work was clearing through his loft and said he had lots of Mega Drive games. I went through them and I picked out, I think, 7 in total. Because at that point, I still wasn't sure about whether I was going to buy predominantly PAL or Japanese. I kind of prefer the Japanese artwork, but I'm nostalgic for the PAL cases. And whenever I see someone with a row of PAL games on their shelves, like Sega Zombie, or U-Star Gamer, I think all those Mega Drive spines do look pretty smart. So I picked these up. The original Streets of Rage, which is cool. The Cap Attack, which I had back in the day. Well, obviously I had Streets of Rage back in the day, but I do remember that game. Altered Beast, a very hard game as I recall. Oh well, but then they don't get much harder than this. Ghouls and Ghosts. These are all in fantastic shape. I think most of them do have manuals. I'm not particularly worried about manuals, if I'm honest. I mean, I never look through gaming manuals. To me, I think if I just don't worry about Mega Drive manuals, then in most cases I'm going to get the game a bit cheaper. And what's more important to me is having a nice, clean, mint condition Mega Drive case. I'd rather spend more and have a nice case than have the instruction manual, for purposes of display, obviously. Virtua Racing. I know Scott's a fan of that game. World of Illusion. Used to play this with my lad. which probably means I'm going to need to get a second pad now. And Sonic 2. Which means I need to get Sonic 1 at some point. I mean, how can any retro... Are there any other retro game collectors that don't actually own Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive? And they're a so-called Sonic fanboy. Sega fanboy even. I'm not sure what's in that bit. I'm getting all my work. I'm getting tongue-tied. So these are all my Mega Drive games. And these shelves are all going to have to be rearranged. I'm thinking I should have Mega Drive at the top where the Saturn is, bring the Saturn down, and then have the Dreamcast at the bottom. Oh, let's... I know this is exciting stuff. Mind you, I could get the Hoover, right? I could try that. Maybe not. Now, speaking of artwork, this is specifically for you, Al's Arcade. Brace yourself. This is the moment that you're going to feel that I've slightly redeemed myself by showcasing all this PAL stuff and not Japanese. Da-da! It is, of course, Strider. And... oh, look, just look at that artwork. I should probably have the PAL as well, just to do a side-by-side comparison, but it's just an awesome game. I played it to death on the Mega Drive back in the day. I used to hire it from the local video shop, so you're not going to go in there, are you, like that? So yes, pleased to have that. So the start of a Mega Drive collection. What I need to do now is to compile a list of all the shooters. My thinking is, when it comes to the shmups, I think I'll probably pick them up. I'll specifically buy them Japanese. I know that sounds daft. I think it's PAL Mega Drive for nostalgia. I'll play them on a modded Mega Drive so I can boost them to 60 Hz. But when it comes to the actual shmups, I'll buy them Japanese. Then, there'll be some synergy when I put them with the two that I have, which is Thunder Force and Truxton, or Tatsujin. Although irritatingly, the spines are in English. Wait a minute. I can't put them back there. Can't keep showing the same games in two pickup vids. Right, so I'll start with the Nintendo Switch. Only a couple here. The first is a new release, Bounty Sisters. I don't know anything about this. Looks like a sort of pixel art cute 'em up. What I think I'll do is, I feel like I've not been talking that long. You'll probably think I've been talking too long. But I'll put some gameplay in at the end of this, I think. So we'll have Bounty Sisters. And then the other game I picked up, which I think is also a sort of pixel art game, is the Collector's Edition, Limited Edition of Shieldmaid MX. Yes, I am a fan. So for all my protesting about the standard, I've covered them up now, the standard Switch boxes, I do like these little collector's editions. So they're like a perfect size. I am waiting for a couple more to arrive. Actually, I'm waiting for several things to arrive. So yes, but yeah, pleased to have those. So I'm not abandoning the Switch, but it is third in my hierarchy of what format to be getting shmups in. Ahead of it is the PS4. So rattle through these. Hunt Down, classic game. Yes, I have sold my Switch version again and picked it up on PlayStation 4. I think I've done this Switch 3 times, 4 times. The trouble is, it means I have to reset. Obviously, I'm resetting my progress every time. And yes, I know. I can hear my lad Oscar just cursing at me. Jamestown. You've got to start again, unlock every ship, unlock all the levels. But I love the game. In fact, a soundtrack to that would be good. Why can't that come out in a collector's edition? Android Dunos 2, not a bad game. I know people wax lyrical about it, but it's okay. I just need to put some time into it. But the reason I don't put time into that is because I'd rather put time into this. This is one of the best shmups there is, absolutely. And that is Ketsui. And this is the M2 shot triggers, which is largely regarded as the best version of the game, period. Even better than the original PCB. So, lots of bells and whistles, lots of extras. Happy to have that. Yes, and I will be hunting down all of the M2 shot trigger games. So that's that. Now, it's looking quite full, that shelf. We haven't finished yet though. Now we come to the PlayStation 5. Now, one of the reasons I was keen to pick a PlayStation 5 up is because I really like this game. I had the PS5 briefly and played it, got into this game, and then of course I moved the PS5 on because I'm an idiot. But I knew I had to go back to it, and that is Tokyo Ghostwire. And what I like about this one, it comes with a little tin poster. Tin poster? Is there such a thing as a tin poster? Tin sign? But yeah, great game that. Nice. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone. I would call it open world, but I mean, you are limited in where you can go in the game, and you have to unlock new areas and stuff like that. But I just love the game, and it's obviously it's quite it's in contrast to the shmups I play. So the idea is that I would put a shmup on, or I have two shmups on the go, quick blasts and things like that. But if I want to sit back and chill, as in sit back and play a game on the gamepad rather than an arcade stick, then I can just sink a few hours into Tokyo Ghostwire. And once I've completed that, I'll then pick the next game to sink time into. Like, I've never played The Last of Us. I want to go back and play properly and complete BioShock. I got partway through it, but that was on the Xbox 360, so I want to get the remasters and play them on the PS4. I want to go back and start playing Alien Isolation, not least because I've started listening to... Now, what is it? I've started listening to an Alien series on Audible. I think there were 3 books. I can't remember the name of them exactly. I've only just started listening to it, but I'm so into it. And it's set between Alien and Aliens. So it's just fantastic. So I'm really into Aliens. And the thing is, the more I listen to it, the more I realise I'm actually quite an Aliens fanboy. But that said, there's still a lot of Alien stuff I haven't seen. So I need to speak to old Nerdy Geezer, because he's the Aliens master, I think, and work out what's what. But yes. Then Wreckfest, have a real good blast with that. That's, you know, throwbacks to Demolition or Destruction Derby on the old original PlayStation. Now this was a game that caught my eye. This is it's a shmup, sort of a retro-inspired shmup. I think it might be a remaster of a SNES shmup. I don't know. 1917, The Alien Invasion DX Remastered. You'd probably tell me on the back here if I read it. Not a bad game, quite hard. I'll tell you what's hard, not just because it's an old school shmup, but it's raining in the game, so you're seeing, so your vision is a bit slightly obscured. It's a bit like the original Battle Garagi. You kind of lose where the bullets are, or lose where the ship is because of all the debris. This is a bit like that, but a very inexpensive game. Speaking of shmups, I picked up Under Defeat. I've got the original on the Dreamcast, of course, but I thought I'd give this a whirl because it's vertical. I think that's the term they sometimes use. Basically, it's sort of widescreen, but it's still vertical, but it's kind of in widescreen, and it works really well. And I find it slightly easier because you've got more real estate to sort of fly and dodge bullets. So it still has Tarte mode or vertical mode for L. So you can play it either way, but I was keen to pick this up and try it. And yeah, it's got I think it's got the arcade version, so it's got everything on here. And it's when I see games in formats like this, it does raise a question mark over the Dreamcast for me. What I need to do is dedicate a day or two and play through my Dreamcast games, and I'm pretty certain that once I do that, I'll have no notion of moving it on, because this is the one game I do not want to be without. That is NG Dev's Neo XYX. The other game I would miss is Mars Matrix. I know, Border Down, everyone likes Border Down. It's okay, but you know what I'm going to say. It's horizontal. I want vertical. More games. This is one I'm keen to try, because is the term roguelite? Because apparently this is a shmup that's roguelike. Steradon. And good old Jordan from Physical Paradise waxes lyrical about this game, and he often covers shmups. So I've been keen to try this. I would have picked it up on the Switch, but it's so rare and expensive on the Switch. Again, I get the PS5 and all of a sudden I picked this up for like £15 in a sale, and I'm like, happy days. So I'm going to give that a go. In fact, I think I might take that around my friend Sega Zombies later and inflict it on him. Yes, I do like to go around there and subject him to some bullet hells and watch him wince. Next up, there's a couple that I've had before. Softstar, Red Arc Games, and Shinorubi. It's okay. It's not brilliant. It's not going to set the world alight. But again, in the Red Arc sale, they were cheap and cheerful. Look at that shelf. This one, I have no idea, but it's a shmup. The art looks good on the cover, if nothing else. And I think it was like £10. How could I not? Feeble Light. I mean, this is the thing about, well, it's not just a thing about Red Arc Games, but there's a couple of game developers, publishers that come out with these kind of, well, they're not all, but there is I mean, they're not M2 stuff, they're not cave stuff, so there's a bit of a budget feel about them, but there is quite a number of these like that. It's like I've just moved on the Bullet Hell collection on the Switch, which is a bit silly because now I've got to go and buy those games separately on the PlayStation 4. But there's a whole raft of Red Arc shmups. I think Eddie Rollercore was talking about them ages ago. They're there, they're cheap and cheerful, but they're not the best. But if you're a completionist like me and an idiot, then I'm going to go and pick them up at some point, as I did this. But this is an exclusive edition. Galactic Wars EX. I'm not sure what this comes with. I assume it comes with a CD. And it's got this RAG 003. They had something called the RAG Indies, which is like a budget. It was literally a budget range of PS5 games that were being released sort of fortnightly or monthly for about £20 each. They've discontinued that range now. It probably didn't sell too well. So I'm not expecting too much from this, but it's got an old school throwback look about it. Anyway, that is a shelf full of pickups, and I'm awaiting another 6 packages. So I'm fairly confident there'll be an equal sizable number next month. Anyway, I've been waffling long enough. Rest assured, if my parents ever watch YouTube or work out what it is and they see me, Mother, I am getting my finances in order, but don't worry, I've been purchasing these from eBay sales. Yes. Anyway, enough waffling. time to play some Bounty Sisters. Well, here we are, guys. A look at Bounty Sisters on the Nintendo Switch. A recent shmup I've picked up through Play Asia. We'll go with story mode. So we've got Funny, Betty and Dot. I'm going to go for Betty because I like a straight beam, Dodonpachi style. Honestly. Oh, the ship looks a bit big. I want a small ship, a quick ship. Oh, hang on. I picked up a shield. Oh, they're power. Oh, okay. Oh, they're like Mushi, less Mega Drive style power-ups. Cool. Coins. So we collect coins if we complete a wave. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get attacked by D4s. Wave bonus. I'll have that again. Probably sounded a bit meaty. Well, given the art style and the fact I'm collecting coins, definitely a touch of Jamestown about it. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, he's an awkward bugger. What kind of... Oh, rolling, I like that. Oh, where are them things? Got to work out what can and can't pick up. Another coin. I don't know how these coins get spent, whether they're for score or ship upgrades. That'd be quite cool. The main attack could be a bit more powerful. It's a very narrow beam. Cool. Oh, you're not too bad. You're not too bad. I'll get the top of it. Oh. Backfire. No, I don't want to miss my roll. I mean, I like the rolling. Oh yeah, I've upgraded that. Look at that. Look. Awesome. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Cool. Give me a bit of space. I'll try and shoot this arm off. I need more room here, mate. Cool. What's that secret? Whoa. Oh, I shot that armor piece off. Brilliant. How about this? I'll shoot that off. No. Oh, hang on. God, dear. I don't like bosses that launch at you. Oh, I was trying to get that defense. Take me. You can see there's a little bar down the bottom that says hyper. I need to try and charge that up. Is that? Oh, that ain't gonna work. Do they charge the hype rock? They do. Oh, okay. Come on then. Come on, sisters. Oh my god. Sort them out. Sort them out. No, don't go. Stay. Yeah, I know what you're about. Now what you're going to do. You're backed right up now, suspiciously. Oh, okay. Oh, let's move out of that. Yeah, I got the hang of that. Yeah, I'm not going to fall for that again. Yeah. Just got to keep out of the way when he steps back to throw his arm at you. There we are, Bounty Sisters, stage 1. Okay, that was cool. Oh, my, rolling. Well, the wide is pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Cool. Oh, they're back. Oh, cool tune. This is cool. I'm getting. It's like a Jamestown style shmup with a kind of Mario soundtrack on this level. Cool. Ooh, he is rather cool. This is a great game. Nice pixel art. There's not too much going on. It's just about. I wouldn't want any more on the screen than this. So this is. It's almost, dare I say, quite chilled compared to most modern bullet hells or some of the cave stuff. Oh, I missed those coins. Ooh, okay. Ooh. What's that going? Oh, what? I thought I'd be clever and try and what is it? Right, you've asked for it now. You're going to get some Mars Matrix play action up in your face. Yeah, we don't like that, do you? Okay, come on. How'd you like those apples? That's it. Oh. Okay, alright. Doesn't make me look bad. I'm trying to record a video here. I'm trying to convince people I know how to play shmups. Yes, come on. Yes. Yeah, didn't like those apples. Them on the other hand. Right, enough of that. Stage 3. This is where shmups typically ramp up in their difficulty. So better pick the defense. Oh, okay, he's brought his brother. Oh. A wave bonus. Hang on, is it? Oh, I'm struggling to see the shots there. All the D4s are back. Yeah. I can get them on the flank attack. And these. Oh, I don't. Get that coin. All these coins I'm missing out on. Yeah. Oh, defense? Yeah, why not? I would have gone for rolling or wide. Oh, hell. Oh. Oh, I was meant to fly in there. Oh, okay. Well. Hang on, what's this? Oh, this is why I don't play horizontal shmups. I don't like environmental hazards. Oh. Where are we going? Up. This is unfair. Hang on, this is meant to be a shmup. This is like Ikaruga. Oh, defense would have been handy, I guess. Well, things do normally get more difficult on the 3rd level of a shooter. Okay, are we through that bit now, thankfully? Hang on. Oh, that. I don't like this lava. A wide attack might have been. I think they look worse than they are. The target is approaching. Prepare for engagement. Oh, whoa, okay. Whoa, whoa. Oh, he means business. Hang on, well, those things are homing in. Trying to shoot one of these guns away. I haven't done any damage yet. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think I can Mars Matrix him. Ah, there we go. Well, I need to learn the mechanics. And there's Bounty Sisters. And remember, you are indeed